homeless all came from here.
And it was Texas who sent them to us. People in San Antonio got rid of their homeless by telling them what a great place Evergreen was.
But then you didn't solve the problem, you just moved it.
Right, but we survived.
Racist D.C. Mayor Democrat Muriel Bowser doesn't want any more immigrants in her district. That's what Muriel Bowser said on a Sunday morning show on CBS, saying that all of the buses filled with illegal immigrants that are flooding into Washington, D.C. are really clogging up the pipelines and homeless shelters inside of the nation's capital. How did we get to this hilarious clip? Well, the story is incredible. First off, here's the racist mayor of D.C. saying no more dirty immigrants inside of our already dirty, filthy, disgusting, decrepit, failing District of Columbia.
The Washington Post reported last week that homeless shelters in D.C. were filling up and groups were getting overwhelmed by these buses that the governors of Texas and Arizona are sending here full of migrants. How significant is this influx? How many people?
Well, this is a very significant issue. We have for sure called on the federal government to work across state lines to prevent people from really being tricked into getting on buses. We think they're largely asylum seekers who are going to final destinations that are not Washington, D.C.
You don't understand them. You don't like them?
So how did we get here? It's so fun to see when the shoe is on the other hand. Well, we got here because Joe Biden has an immigration policy that goes something like, you don't even need the Trojan horse. We're just going to tear the walls down. You can come into our country no matter who you are or where you're from. According to statistics of our own Department of Homeland Security, multiple members on the terrorist watch list have wandered into our country. Reports from the border show that Ukrainians and Russians and Chinese people and people from all around the damn world, no matter who you are, people from the Congo, people from Africa, people from Cuba are running across the border and no one is stopping them. Why the hell would you put on an invasion like this? Well, I don't know. Perhaps you just hate Americans and the people who are natively born in this country. The question is out. But it's happening, and it's red states who are absorbing the vast majority of the illegal criminality of the Biden administration. Yes, there are laws on the books that say you cannot have an open border. Yes, it is a felony to enter America illegally based on law, and you must be kicked out of our nation based on law. These laws Joe Biden helped pass when he was in the Senate. So what the hell is he doing now? Again, don't know. It's anyone's guess. But what we have is a situation where there are hundreds of thousands and millions of illegal immigrants in this country illegally just in the past few years. It has been a catastrophe. It has been the largest land invasion of any single nation in human history. Millions into our country. So what have Republican governors done? Particularly Greg Abbott of Texas, said, I'm going to take those illegal migrants, we're going to put them on buses, we're going to send them to Washington, D.C. It wasn't just Greg Abbott. Ron DeSantis has said he's going to send the illegal immigrants to Joe Biden's home state of Delaware. Now, these are teeny, small little states, and they wouldn't be able to absorb hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of migrants. But that's what Republican governors are doing, and we saw the first buses of migrants being dropped off over the past few months in Washington, D.C. Sayonara, you enjoy the results of the policies that you've pushed, libs, and here we are. The policies look like massive homeless shelters overflowing inside of Washington, D.C. As a former resident of Washington, D.C., 10 years strong for me, let me tell you, the homeless shelters, the shanty towns, the encampments, the drugs, the filth on the street, it doesn't get as much attention as San Francisco. It should. It's our nation's capital. It's a beautiful capital when it's taken care of, and it is a horrible capital when it's not. It became a filthy third world rat hole when I was living there. The house next to mine burnt down nearly and could have killed my baby daughter and my wife who were in the home at the time. It is a decrepit cesspool shithole. DC sucks and it should be broken up. And so DC can barely deal with its own population, much less hundreds of thousands of illegal criminal migrants who are being dumped in the middle of the city every single day. We applaud this. Good for you. You guys broke it. Now you have to buy it. Now you have to live with the results of your own stupid, decrepit policy. The same thing is happening in the state of Delaware, where entirely unique and traditional Delaware towns have been turned into little Guatemala. It's happening across the nation. Now, what are we saying here ultimately? Are we against immigration? No, we're in favor of American laws. Our family came here as immigrants. Your family probably came here as immigrants. They came here legally, and they came here with the invitation of the American government. That's the only way you can keep a secure country. So we are just drinking up these tears. They are so juicy from the racist mayor of Washington, D.C., who doesn't want full-bore illegal immigrants running into the District of Columbia unabetted, just like they are doing on our southern border to multiple red states like Arizona and Texas. This is a crisis. It is the scariest existential threat to our country right now. We have no idea who's coming into this country, and at the very least, the people who made these horrible policies should have to feel the pain. Thank you for watching. Our channel is here to meme the libs until they cry and then to meme them crying. Their tears taste like ice cream. We ridicule the establishment, and we do so because of you. Your support keeps us going. So if you liked what you saw, please click the thumbs up. Please punch, subscribe, and ring the bell to let you know when we have a new video. Don't you want us to let you know when we're live? Please check out more of our videos here and sign up for our mailing list in case something happens and the plug gets pulled. We want to be able to keep in touch with you. My name is Benny Johnson, and thank you for watching. Based Patriots, stay free.